yours. Knocked his ass out and kissed him on the cheek. He fucked up just by thinking I was sweet. I run the city, might have thought I was some cliques. You never heard someone like this upon the beat. Tutti fruity, the booty duty is jury duty. Moody foodies, jacuzzis is filled with bougie booties. All of this money, don't know how to count it, man. I think I need a computer. I can't live in deep, man. I live at the funeral. I got no need for a shooter. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. The whole label drug dealers, If you build it, homie, they will come. If you turning up to save me some. Drop down to get your ego on. I don't care for boring people. I think you're lame. I only politic with goons while out the frame. Better take another shot, bitch. It's not a game. I'll beat it out the frame. Baraka, waka, flocka, flame. I am a legend, man. You know that I have a problem with acting a fool. I don't talk to police. I know nothing. I swear to God that shit is not true. I'm a barbarian, hopping adrenaline, looking for something to do. I'm remarkable. I'm on a roll. If you need education, I'll take you to school. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Wake up, brush off, get clean, look good. Put on 2 chains, flexing, but what's up? So fly, 2C, be you, look good. I win, you lose, fuck you, what's up? I don't care for boring people. I think you're lame. I only politic with goons while out the frame. Better take another shot, bitch. It's not a game. I'll beat it out the frame. Baraka, waka, flocka, flame. Yeah, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Now I think I will go catch your body. Fuck your bitch, fuck your bitch, fuck your bitch, fuck your bitch. And then I will go take a potty. No teriyaki, yeah, rock Kawasaki. If you're go you can hop in the shotty. She popping the molly, we'll cop in the squatty. Oh, cookie, loving the body. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Sing this. 1 time. 2 time. 3 time. Hey.
What is happening, you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate. I am your host, El Capitan. Tonight I got with me my main man, Color Commentary. I'm gonna bring him up. I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna bring him out here. What is happening, Color?
What's up?
Oh,
like
man.
this tonight.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to everybody in chat. If you guys are watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, make sure to make the mild journey over to YouTube and subscribe over here where it's happening, where everybody's at, where we're building for now. Anyhow, and hit the like button, guys. Also, you know what, Color? They should check out all the great content we have here on the network. We got myself, El Capitan, with the Finn's Tailgate. You got Color Commentary coming at you all different times, co-hosting all over the joint. You got Ali doing the Broken Takes recording episodes. They are fire. If you guys are not going back and watching Broken Takes, you're missing great content. DTA's still on furlough. We'll see him when he gets back around. Lewis, a.k.a. the Rabid Dolphin, all over the place, popping in, co-hosting, running rampant. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on the channel. Family member up in this month. And then Shake Money, putting it in. You guys have known to come accustomed to finding Shake here on the Finn's Tailgate in the afternoons later in the week. We appreciate it. And you guys just, Get in where you fit in. Bitch ass. Guys, also check out Doobie Energy Drink. Doobie McDubenstein. Gonna be releasing like a little commercially type thing coming up. Shake Money had put something together. We're gonna go through it a little bit. Really great. So yeah, guys, keep on the lookout for that. Also, guys, look in the description for Fanatics, officially licensed official gear of all sports. Make sure you guys are catching the Fanatics and, you know, partaking. If you guys hit the link in the description, it really helps out the channel as far as letting them know that we sent you. And then also, guys, you can check out our friends at Backroom Collections. You can find one-of-a-kind canvas artwork as well as small helmets, all different kinds of unique type stuff that is great for your man cave or your lady cave. No one ever talks about the infamous, the hard-to-find lady cave. I know they call them she sheds sometimes, whatever. You guys saith what if you willeth. But make sure you guys are checking all of that out as well. Links are in the description. Great way to support the program. Also through Cash App, Venmo. Great ways to support. Goodness gracious, press the wrong button. Great ways to support using the moniker The Fins Tailgate, Venmo, Cash App, $, The Fins Tailgate, or good old fashioned super chat works great. And become a part of the family. Color. Go to the main page, hit the join button, and become a member of the TFTG family. It is one of the best ways to support all the great content that we put out here for you guys. All the hard work.
Help us make as much money as in political channels, man.
Oh my God, bro. I could straight up run
politics. They sure do make a lot of money.
You know, I could run amok. Me and Color could run a fucking muck on the politics stuff. But, you know, I'm just not. You want to know where I stand on politics? I don't trust none of them. I trust none of them. I don't give a damn. There's a reason why I represent the color purple, because I ain't blue or reds. I's be purples. You know what I'm saying?
At least share this shit so people know there's something better to watch than politics.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we fight like there's politics around this, but holy cow, bro, the way this fan base fights. You know, and I hear and see, and there's just everybody's an expert. Color. Everybody's just so smart. Oh,
Especially me.
You're not an authority on this. You don't know film. You can't blah, blah, blah. Just because you fucking watch a bunch of, you know, lawyer shows don't make you a fucking attorney. Just because you watch a bunch of football don't mean you know shit about football. I just can't understand certain people. Now, listen, there's always the new, fresh terminology for shit that's been around for forever. Let's call it like it is. You don't know what I'm talking about. They've been running that West Coast offense since back when West Coast offenses were invented. Color back. Fuck, had his name in my head, but you know, what's his name? Jesus, Color, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Help me out here.
Joe Montana.
Niners. I'm blanking.
Joe Montana.
Thank you. God, you know, I got him on the wall over here. I don't know why I just didn't
Montana.
look. So, yeah, you know, but if you want to give the new fresh terminology and look at film and go, yeah, you know, and it's easy to go in slow motion on film and say, yeah, you see where the hole opens up here, da, 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 and you could call it the C gap or fucking 4-hole or shut up. Y'all don't know shit. You don't know what it's like to wear the helmet. You don't know what it's like to put to inflict the pain. You don't know the smell of the grass and sweat and blood. You've been sitting on your fat, lazy asses watching bullshit and don't know a fucking thing about football other than what you see and what you hear from the other nerds that didn't really play football. So it is what it is. I see it all over the place. I appreciate the input, but don't sit here like you're on some high horse like you know jack shit about football. You know what I'm saying? It's just the, you know, all the way from like super pundits and stuff like that. Same thing with like, you know, like some boxing commentators and stuff. Like some are really good, but like if you ain't never been in a fight, much less boxed at all. Like, how can I take a guy super seriously? I mean, I could take his commentations, I could take him as an announcer, but don't come here with like your super crazy takes, and I'm supposed to respect that. You know, it's just shut up. How about that? Shut up, Ike. So, shout out to everybody in chat. Our man Aquavision getting in here early.
What's up,
John
Parker?
Featherland coming in this month as well.
John Featherland.
Bahana.
Banana.
Salute. Tuning on
Banana.
out in full force today. Should be a great show. I haven't seen Tuning on out in full force in a while. Bahana. For real. Like,
I was over listening to TD cooking it, man. I didn't see no 2 in ears over there.
Listen, I got to be real. When I got in on the scene, Tuning on was at its full force. And for everyone who doesn't know, there was a lot of back and forth YouTube versus Twitter type shit in the beginning. And sometime way back when, I can't remember, Color, you remember though, there was a Twitter space that had like 2,000 people on it live. And I'm talking everybody was in that bad boy. And it was a G-check moment. And a lot of people got G-checked that day. I went in there and had to G-check a bunch of people. A lot of these, you know, it was a weird day. It really was. It was like a 2-day period. You remember when it happened. And ever since then, I haven't really heard the Tuning on in the way that it was. A lot of self-infliction. You know what I'm saying? Now the Tuning ears kind of fight on the right side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the Dolphins infighting has slowed quite a bit. Hey Carla, what's happening? Across the pond sports talk, our guy Moss, what's up? Shake Money, salute, family member and show member. Appreciate you, bud.
And at least it's it's become halfway civil. Like, I really don't feel like a mob's gonna show up at my door.
No. Duke, what's happening, Duke? Mr. Miami 305, Miami Dolphins is a legend killer.
What's going on? Is people saying it's blurry? Let me check the feed.
I'm blurry?
No. Oh, that's what they're asking. I'm checking.
Oh. How about now?
Let's see. I guess it kind of is. Let's see.
How about now?
You guys might have to force it to auto 1080. Mine was set on 480 for some reason. Switch your video setting. It should work.
Amicus in here. What's up, Amicus? Raphael,
yeah,
what's up,
to
Raphael?
480 on my YouTube end, so I just forced it over to 1080. Yeah, YouTube likes to do that. They throttle it back sometimes.
California, my guy, Dolphins.
Great servers, though.
AKA Michael K. What's up?
When you need
Brian's
fast,
brains.
reliable servers.
Every time I read Brian's brains, like my brain freezes there for a second. Like when you try to read it, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Greg, what's up?
Haven't seen Luch in a while. How you doing, Luch?
G, what's good, G? Family member up in this must. Chef Shu, the ambassador, letting everybody know to get those likes up. Everyone, raise the likes, please, please, please. Shout out to the members in the mod squad. Thank you.
Yep. Shout out to Chef Jew, the only authority on a good cheeseburger in Dolphins community.
I guess listen, you the chef, dog, not me. I could cook some shit, but I don't mean I is the chef. In fact, I'm not the greatest of cooks. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, if you have me use an oven, I am guaranteed to fuck that up. If I gotta use the oven, and I don't get it, honestly, like you just put it in there, you take it out when you're supposed to. I don't know what happens in the whole processes, but it never works out. Jamie, what's up? Cap for life. Oh, and shout out Cat for Life. You say it right. Happy Mother's Day,
Oh
everyone.
yeah, I almost forgot.
Yeah, happy My Mommy's Day. We love you, Mommy. We love
Shout
all
out
the
to all the
mommies.
mothers out there. Mothers.
California, what's good? Luch and Jackpot, what's good? Steve, U.S. Marine Corps, what's good? Salute.
What's up, Steve?
Hoorah.
Thanks for the service.
Please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Watching on Facebook, Charlie. Did Miami get that Minnesota running back yet? No. Listen, for everybody, listen, I keep seeing it. Dolphins fans are waiting on bating breath for Dalvin Cook to be announced to be on the team. Guys, that is after June 1st. Once he's cut, there will be no trade. It doesn't make sense. Miami, notorious for not wanting to pay running backs, and rightfully so. It is a bad deal. Look at every team who gives their first round running back or second round running back or whatever running back an extension. By year 2 of that extension, when they're paying them that money, they are trying to get rid of them. It's just too much money. It never works out. You bite off more than you could chew financially in the running back position. So, is what it is. So, Miami's not going to put themselves in that position. I mean, we just haven't paid. Think of the last time we gave a big contract to a running back. When was that? Ronnie Brown?
God,
but that wasn't like that wasn't even like a bank breaker. Ricky Williams, and we had our trouble with that contract too. What's up, JR Black? Crypto. Hiya. Vote you. I will vote me. JM Santos, what's good, buddy? Long time no see. That Dolphins realtor, delusional Patriots fan, DDG, what's good? Liz, member and family member, what's up, Liz? Shout out to Terrence with the $2 doney. Tuaneers are running out of excuses. That's why. You're right, Terrence. It's the truth.
They are.
They look. If we were to, it's hard to do because being a diehard fan of your team means that's what you are, right? But imagine not a lifetime as a Dolphins fan, and that last year was your first year being a football consumer, in the NFL. If you look in a 1-year sample size of what we were last year, okay, even taking the last 3 years, just from Tua's tenure, okay, you can say, hey, there's plenty to be optimistic about with his ability and what you think what his potential ceiling could be. I don't think anyone's outside the realm of reality to even project his ceiling because we've seen some good stuff out of the kid, especially last year. But you'd be lying to yourself if that was where you were going to put your money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the deal. Even if you were, again, a newbie and you are only a Dolphins fan because you're here because of Tua and the turnaround. And listen, there's plenty of admitted people that admit to that fact that, hey, they picked this team because of Tua or the Dolphins as of recent, the hype, whatever. Even the most novice football fans have to be honest with themselves and going, yeah, this sample size of this kid has some consistencies and has real concerns about injury. The problem that I have, and we'll touch on this just for a moment. The problem that I have, oh, sorry, Daryl, missed you, bud, is that, people don't want to have the honest conversation about the implications of where we sit. We're talking it. You got to look at it like a marriage coming up. everyone, for your football team. Now, if you're a newer fan, you don't really understand what's the word I'm looking for? You don't really understand the nuances of how NFL teams are constructed and the implications of paying big players big money and them being failures with that big money. Where, signing a free agent, a lot of the free agent pickups and the money we've paid to people these past few years have been okay. And because of Chris Grier, even when they're not, the following year, we're figuring out a way to get rid of them and it not destroy our future. A la Byron Jones. Perfect example. Didn't work out last year, gone this year, and we get money back. That's not always the case. You usually carry dead money. You pay a quarterback the going rate, and we'll even go on the cheap of like 42 to 44 million. You are screwed if that quarterback doesn't work out. You're screwed. And so there's this impending potential, oh shit, if it doesn't work out. Dolphinaire,
yeah, it's really tough because, you can look at it from the fan standpoint, from the coach's standpoint, the other players. Look, the players and the coach, and possibly even the GM when it comes to this type of decision, like the big decision with quarterback, these guys are like, hey, the guys in the building, so far the owner's okay with it. The organization's okay with it. Now, you might separate Chris Grier from this a little bit, and maybe even Mike McDaniel. But I think even the head coach is in the same boat as the players. Like, hey, far as we know, you know what I mean? But when you look at it from the perspective, and there's nothing wrong with saying, what's wrong with this guy? But when you look at it from the perspective of the LLC that is the Miami Dolphins, you got to look at it at a pure investment standpoint and say, hey, I mean, come on. You're not going to be burned out of $150 million, How are you going to explain that to the shareholders, i.e. the fans, that you spent all that money
Kevin,
and you had this obvious track record of what you were going to get.
Shout out to Kevin. He says good stuff out of him last year versus who? When the rubber hit the road or brain hit the inside of the skull for the third time, he played horrible. I mean, damn. I got no pushback. Again, and I see Luch saying Tua will get the bag. Y'all going to be booty hurt. Life goes on. Listen, Luch. You're going to be super booty hurt. Because to me, I don't give a shit. I'd give the kid $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah, I'll root for it.
I
whatever.
will be happy if it's worthy of the money. It would make me happy. It would be perfect. I mean, listen, Patrick Mahomes finna get a raise. And you know what? Ain't nobody bitching about giving him a raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what we're talking about here. I want him to have the money. I want that. What I don't want is what I've seen is paying money for the projection. And then also there's this not really talked about thing of where like, hey, we're going to pay you for what you did a little and for what we think you're going to do. And we're going to take care of you now and you take care of me later. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just don't ever work out for the Dolphins. I don't know if y'all know this or not.
Well, it don't work out for a lot of people because
it never does.
There's, a lot of players in the NFL that don't, that have to earn their bag. And not a lot of them take kindly to a player coming in that continuously gets everything handed to him without having to earn it. Just is what it is. I mean, at the same time, if we're getting enough wins out of them, and that's the question Luch is actually asking the question that I'm about to incidentally answer. Daniel Jones just got 45 million. I mean, people think of the Patrick Mahomeses of the world or the Lamar Jacksons or the Deshaun Watsons as setting the bar, and that's really not how the bar is set. The bar is set by your worst or your lowest level sufficient quarterback, and that would probably be a guy like Daniel Jones. Him getting that kind of money, that's actually set the bar, the floor, because now that is the clear indicator of inflation on the quarterback market when a guy like Daniel Jones can get 45 million. So Tua could perform well enough, play in enough games, get us deep enough to where we're giving him what we think is a bag when in reality it's really not. You know what I mean? In the long term. So be prepared for that as well. 150 million over 4 years is really not a lot of money considering what Daniel Jones just got, and considering you usually can get out of the third or fourth year. You know what I mean? If you had to find a way.
So look, I'll just put it like this to answer Lucha's question: how much would be too much? I mean, listen, I don't really care. That's the thing. Like, I would give him 45 million a year. I would give him 45 million a year on a 5-year extension. I just want it to be worth it. That's all. I just want it to be worth it. That's it.
Now, there is something to be said about wasting the time. If you're only giving a guy base, if you're doing that, 4 or 5 years at $150, then you're talking about, okay, well, sure, you got something decent on the cheap, but
here's the deal, bro.
You get what you pay for. You know what I mean?
When you sign this guy, you got to be sure that this is your generation. This is your next 5 years, bro, because everything with this football team will revolve around that big cap hit for the next 5 years. What defensive players you're going to bring and keep around here, young guys you're going to have to let go, the Waddles, the Phillips, the Hollands, these people, you're not able to keep all dudes when you have a guy like that. Now, I'm not saying I want any of these guys more than a franchise quarterback. In fact, I want that the most. I'm just saying I just want to make sure that when we set up this long-term marriage, it's worth it. And I'll use the Chiefs as an example. It's worth it for the Chiefs to pay their quarterback and give him a raise because he earned it, but they couldn't afford to keep Tyreek Hill. No further proof than what I'm talking about. The great organizations do this type of stuff, and where they make the mistake is getting the quarterback situation wrong. That's it. Right now, the Steelers losing out on Roethlisberger, getting aged out, never really getting one of these younger dudes drafted in there to overcome him ever. And he was always a dick about it, which, hey, whatever, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I like that too out of my quarterback. But like, if Kenny Pickett is a failure, watch how they spiral. A great organization that'll have a great defense this whole time. Watch how any organization goes through a spiral. And really, it has implications that are much bigger. If we had a coach that's been here 15 years, you know what I'm saying? At least we could lean on that, hey, if this quarterback doesn't work out and we fall apart and they get rid of him and then they draft another one, we still have the same coach and stuff like that. Like, we could see Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, the coach, the whole fucking thing gets blown up. And here we are living through it again. And that's all I'm trying to say as far as money goes. Like, there's just so much riding on things working out or them figuring a way around it this next year and maybe the following year. So that's all. There's just a lot riding on everything. But I want to move on to this. Duke asks, is Wynn a backup tackle or guard? So the Dolphins signed Isaiah Wynn today. The Dolphins signed Isaiah Wynn today. former first-round pick. He was, an offensive lineman out of Georgia, and I like it. I like the pickup. Dude's a freaking house, okay? He's a big boy. Didn't work out. I think he was playing left tackle up there with the Patriots, and didn't necessarily work out, all that stuff. He turns 28 in December. He was picked in the first round in 2018. He started over 40 games in the past 4 seasons. The dude is 6'2", 310 pounds. Played 3 seasons at left tackle, but started at right tackle last season. So a good thing is that he has experience in both tackle positions. Now, he played guard in college. He played left guard in college quite a bit. He did not play well at right tackle last year. But maybe they don't have him at right tackle. Maybe they're thinking, hey, let's put him at left guard. I think easily put, for the money, I want to say it was $2.3 million on his contract. I don't know the details of it exactly, but not a bad pickup. Another guy in the room, former first-round pick, has some talent, and there's a couple positions open on this offensive line. There's the left guard, there's the right tackle, and the Dolphins have gotten a mixed bag of guys to see who can perform the best out of Mike McDaniel's scheme. Dolphins Realtor this is exactly what I'm thinking, Dolphins Realtor. I'm thinking they're going to put him at left guard. And he's going to be the guy that kicks out to left tackle when Armstead is a little nicked up. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Kind of. I'm reading some of the tweets from Patriots fans. Some of them are kind of interesting.
Listen, Patriots fans are people that are psyched up about Devontae Parker. They wouldn't know a fucking talented football player as fans if it's sitting on their face. So.
Yeah. It's funny.
Again, I don't know. I mean, listen, we gotta ask ourselves, is Austin Jackson going to play right tackle better than Wynn?
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is why the Dolphins seem hell-bent on not putting Robert Hunt out at right tackle. Why? Why don't they put Robert Hunt out at right tackle and then fix the guard position? At least having to fix the right guard, you'll have Connor Williams on one side and Robert Hunt on the other. So whoever comes in at the guard position, maybe it'll be a little bit easier to, I don't know. But then again, I wonder, is it because Tua is a smaller quarterback and you really need top level guards with smaller quarterbacks? Look no further than with Breeze, and they use their guards to open up those passing lanes for the smaller quarterbacks. So I don't know. Maybe that might be where they put the onus on wanting more talent. That right freaking guard might be more important for Tua in his game than a right tackle. I don't see how it could be. That's his fucking blind side. But hey, I don't know. I don't know. But what does the chat think? What does the chat think of this Isaiah Wynn? What do you guys think? You know what, Color? I think I'm going to put up a poll.
Uh-oh. We'll be doing that.
Poll.
Yeah, I don't see any more details from Rappaport on it. On the deal. So what are you thinking for a poll?
I don't know. I was thinking, will Wynn start next year? I don't know. Fuck. I don't know how I'm going to put this, Color.
In other news,
I got it.
we cut 3 offensive linemen: Jarrett
Yeah, I
Horst, Alex Jensen, and DJ Scaife. Smith.
I got a poll here. It's a yes or no answer. Will Wynn win a starting position? Nice.
Former first round, huh?
Yeah, he's a former first round pick out of Georgia, Color. I already said that. Weren't you listening? Jesus.
So sounds like he'd be perfect to back up another first round bust, huh?
I mean, listen, you just keep throwing first rounders into a friggin' pile and hopefully one of them comes out.
Well, 1 + 1 is 2. Maybe they'll get a second rounder out of the both of them.
I think they should have them fist fight. Whoever wants money. I'm just saying, bro, like whoever wants the money, you got to fist fight for it. But just put a bag of money right there and say, this is the contract. 2 men, Thunderdome, 2 men enter, 1 man leave. Master Blaster. Fucking little guy riding around on some big gigantic monster. I mean, let's get real here. Like, I don't know. I guess
I
maybe.
can't believe
maybe,
it's only May 14th.
I know, Color. What are we gonna do? You might have to start talking politics.
I know.
I'm not doing it. Have a hard enough time navigating YouTube, sprinkling some politics into this nonsense.
And by the way, somebody asked earlier, I think it was Duke. I have absolutely no memory of where I got this kaleidoscope behind me.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I think it was one of those memes that you see come across Facebook or Twitter one day, and I bought it. And I didn't get ripped off, luckily.
Yeah, I mean, now you'll get it. It'll be like this big, like that big, and it's already broke. And to get your refund or get a new one takes 6 to 8 months.
I think it has been spying on me, though. I think it's got a camera in it.
Motherfucker. That guy's been spying on me. I walked by it the other day. It goes like that. Sound like a clicky picture at me. I don't know. Motherfuckers. Damn, not spying on me. Look, J.M. Santos says it was him. Yeah, Raphael, I know they play football and MMA, but like sometimes the only way to get shit settled is to get shit settled. It's the only way to end it, bro. You know?
Man.
I mean, or like, okay, they didn't do fighting on the football field, but like do an Oklahoma drill, you can settle some shit. You know what I'm saying? Just 2 men enter, 1 man leave. I go through you, best out of 5, something like that. Damn, Shelby says Wynn got hurt more than Armstead and Tua combined. That guy ain't doing nothing, Color.
Yeah, he only played 9 games last year.
God damn. Well, right now, the poll with 32 votes, which, guys, everybody needs to hit the like button, dude. It's like 35 likes right now. Please hit the like button. Right now, 35 votes, and 56% says yes. So, shout out to Michael K. McDudfins, 6-11. Miami Dudfins are what you get when you order an NFL franchise from Wish. Damn. That's dirty.
Hey, at least we didn't order our championship from Temu and are still waiting on it.
Listen, only Bills fans know how crappy shit from Wish is because Dolphin fans aren't dumb enough to shop there.
That must be where they bought that empty trophy case.
They bought one? I thought they just
got
had
an empty trophy case in their building.
I don't know. I didn't even know they bought it. I thought they just had, they got it out the garbage somewhere. Well, they just found it out of the trash somewhere.
It was the one we used to keep ours in until we upgraded it to the 90s model.
Yeah. We threw that out like in the late 70s. They're like, yeah, you know what? It's time to get with the times. And in the 80s, we had the 80s looking one where it was Formica, but it was like
that's how they get their stadium TVs too.
You know what it looked like? You ever watch Goodfellas and you look at all their furniture and it's tacky as hell looking? We had that one in the 80s. We threw that out, got all the chop lines on it and everything like that from people, doing yak.
I think we got some footage of that.
And then we threw that out. I think that's the one they got now is the old Dolphins case from the cocaine 80s. Got razor line marks all over it and shit like that. So, that's the one they got now.
I think we got footage of that.
Damn.
I wish they had a Super Bowl. That's right. Shelby coming in hot, man.
That was good. I wish they had a Super Bowl. Nice. That's funny.
We do have footage of that tacky ass furniture though and carpeting.
Do you want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
I wish they had some bullshit like that, bro. I'm talking about this shit from, it was in somebody's apartment. Smell like fucking bunch of people's cooking. You know what I'm saying? You open up the drawer, it smells like freaking 40-year-old cooking in there from whatever the hell they were doing.
I did finally grab hold of some exclusive footage of the Dolphins hotel room in Germany, or their hotel in Germany.
Let's see it. You got that loaded up somewhere?
I do.
No shit. Hells yeah. I want to see that. For reals? Are they really staying there? Holy fuck. No, they're not. What is this color? Fucking castle? How the hell do you even get to that fucking thing?
Very carefully.
Yeah, no shit. You gotta ride a goat up the fucking mountain.
You take a horse-drawn carriage, or you walk your happy ass up that thing. There's like a ramp that goes all the way up.
Oh, okay, all right, all right.
Like a round ramp, sort of.
Yeah, Buffalo just likes to feel relevant. That's all. They just like to feel fucking relevant. That's all. Feeling relevant, being cool, having fucking Kyle Brandt pick you to win the Super Bowl every year. That's their Super Bowl. Feeling like they're important. I mean, that's the Jets Super Bowl right now. Like right now, the Jets are sitting high on cloud 9. They're like, we got Rodgers. We're going to do this. And I mean, listen, they should feel good. Robert Saleh is a good defensive coach, and they just got Aaron Rodgers, who's, I don't know if you know this or not, Color, but he's pretty good. But he's kind of old. And I predict that Aaron Rodgers in the small market of Green Bay is not I mean, he's going to have a little bit of the Adam Gase thing that happens to him when he gets over there in New York. He's going to be all taco-eyed here directly, and it's going to be a lot to handle. And when the pressure starts mounting, when things start going wrong, and it's in like, I don't know, right at the end of the third quarter of the season, coming into the fourth quarter, and they're under 500, it's going to get rough. And then once it looks like through injury or whatever that they're not going to end up in the playoffs, then the damage control begins. Then the who's to blame begins. Because the Jets fans, the media down there, they're going to be looking for blood. And they'll turn on each other. And they're not going to fire Aaron Rodgers. They're going to look to start blaming other people.
I also found footage of the Chiefs hotel.
What?
I found footage of the Chiefs hotel tucked away in the hills of Germany too.
Did you? I would like to see that.
You'd like to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Theirs isn't quite as extravagant as the Dolphins.
Okay. Oh, damn, everybody's gonna fit in Mario's house? Bro, that shit looks like a witch lives in that motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
Change it to Dolphins colors and I would so live there. Give me high-speed internet, change to Dolphin colors and a big screen TV and I'll be happy. And a big marijuana plant.
Josh Allen is the next Elway says, was Tua figured out during that 4-game stretch? Was it a regression Fin fans should be concerned about? Go Bills. I love your content. Appreciate you. Was he figured out? What are you talking about? Look, I make no bones about Tua's shortcomings. It's other Dolphins fans that are going to sit here and talk to me about imaginary concussions and fucking stupid shit like that. You know, they're going to try to gaslight me and say that yesterday there was a concussion, but today it's a back injury. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. All right, that's number one. Number two, I can't remember. That was only number one, so fuck it. I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating all that. Essentially, we were talking about the Jets, first of all, and how they're going to collapse. I don't know why Bills fans got to pipe up with their nonsense. You're going to fail. You're going to fall higher down. That's all.
Always go to the universal number 2. Number 2, you ain't got no championship.
Number 2, you ain't got no room to talk, loser. It is gaslighting 101 crypto. It literally is. It literally is. Going to tell me last week was something different than right now. Get the fuck out of here. You don't remember it the way you did. I've got video of it. No. Man, oh man, dude. I mean, it's just propaganda has gotten away from itself. Well, not really. It kind of just has. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, look, people are dumber. Let's call it for what it is, Color. People, you're not as smart as you used to be. They're just got too much shit. You let this freaking idiot box think for you. You know, I remember when I was younger, Color, they would be like, don't watch too much TV. It'll rot your brain. Well, now I got a TV in my pocket. I got a TV right here. They're everywhere. My fucking brain is rotten. That's it.
Yep.
Everybody's thinking this thing is smart. And it is. There's plenty of shit you can live on here.
Taken over by a mind parasite.
Well, you know, that reminds me of like Futurama, when the parasite fucking starved to death feeding on Fry in Futurama.
How do you think Google got the wealth of mankind's knowledge? They sucked it right out of our brains.
I got something that could suck all right. Damn, did I say that out loud?
Bro, I looked up how to trim a lavender plant the other day. I got the information I needed. Thank you, Google. Appreciate the quick search results and easy information on how to simply trim a lavender bush, right? And now I've got freaking on my news feed every morning, how to trim a lavender bush, how to trim a lavender bush in summer, how to trim a lavender bush at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. I'm like, I got the information.
How to trim your girlfriend
like
Lavender's bush.
It's like when you reach out for insurance quotes, you get a few, you pick an insurance policy, then you're getting hounded for the rest of the time. Like, no, people, I got the damn insurance.
Tell them, Color.
Like, why would I be in the market for learning how to trim a lavender bush? I only need to hear it once. It's not freaking hard. You trim an inch and a quarter off, inch and 3/4. You don't trim the woody part of the stalk down at the base. That's it. I don't need my Google News feed to throw me an article out every single freaking morning from a different source on how to trim a damn lavender bush.
You will be a lavender bush trimming fucking. You'll be a lavender bush trimming professor if Google has its way.
And what? And if it's not that, it's buy a lavender bush here, buy a lavender bush there, buy a lavender bush.
Shit, I don't even know if I want to say this out loud. I dare you to Google online colleges. Don't even try, bro. Geez, don't do it, G. Don't do it. Shit, bro. I mean, I think I did that when I was like 19. That's fucking an eon ago. It's still happening.
And the thing of it is, if I searched how to trim a lavender bush, the logical conclusion is Color's already got a lavender bush. Why the fuck would I need to buy another one?
So funny. Crypto says, what about the mint leaves, Color? It's funny. We were talking about mint leaves earlier, Color.
Got one of those too. I got a peppermint and a spearmint.
Yeah, you know what, Duke? There is a lot of talk about the AI apocalypse. Color, we were talking about this.
Yep. And my whole thing is, Duke, I'm not worried about it because it can only ever be as stupid as we are, man.
Listen, even if it was more far and away superior, like how superior is it going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it can never understand human context.
Are we talking about a full Skynet where the machines are building machines and using machines to control people and building machines to control people? Then yeah, all right, that is what it is. But like, other than a full Skynet going live type of ordeal, all the data that's retrieved in quote unquote AI isn't dangerous until it gets in the hands of people.
But see, no matter how much it mimics it, it can never really grasp analog human context. Like it can never grasp an analogy. So all we have to do is wink at each other a certain way, and we can tell each other, we can communicate with each other. We could change our language in a heartbeat and be able to communicate with each other without the machines and the AI knowing how to understand us. It can't adapt quick enough. Like we could literally we change words just because we want to nowadays. I mean, literally now means the opposite of literally, in case you didn't notice.
Literally.
It literally means the opposite of literally.
Literally.
Shout out to Kevin Lee for the $10 donation. Appreciate you. Man, freaking YouTube. The 1 penny minus $10 donation. Come on, show his tax, YouTube. I mean, at least do that. Anyway, I'll throw in the penny for the $10 donation. What's up, El Cap and Color? You guys think we go after Cook June 1st? Preseason 4 months away. Let's go. Ready for Fins to take the AFC East 12-5 is Kevin Lee's prediction.
I'm
Dolphins.
gonna stick with my 11-6, but I think we're going into the final 2 or 3 games with a 10 win at the final 3 games, and we gotta figure a way to secure those last 2. I think it's extremely possible, but look at how stacked the AFC is, bro. It's gonna be hard. 11 is gonna get you where you want to be. I think if we get that 12th win, it's like I said, that last game of the year against Buffalo, and that puts them in. It puts us in the AFC East crown. As far as Cook goes, we touched on it a little bit. I think that, once Cook is cut, because it's by all reporting and everything, that's going to happen. Either post June 1st, they're going to cut him, or they're going to rework his deal, which is still a possibility that no one seems to want to talk about. That they could say, hey, look, we're going to cut you. Maybe he's already gotten kind of little wink, nod word from the Dolphins that, hey, we're not going to pay you money you're going to be willing to take. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, look, we're only going to give you $4 million. That's it. We're going to cut 2 running backs. We're going to cut Wilson, and we're going to cut Myles Gaskin, and you're going to come in and you're going to get $4 million guaranteed with the potential to make 6.5. He might say no. He might want more. It may be a reworking of the deal with Minnesota, spread the money around, or maybe he fields offers from other teams that are interested in his services. Now, when you talk about things like taxes and, what comes out as far as state taxes for this market team versus the Dolphins, maybe he finds himself in the same boat with, $1 million, give or take. And he says, you know what, I'll live in Miami playing on the Dolphins for $1 million less than whatever other football team this is. But a team, I think, I don't know if a team, but like I would like him here personally. Shout out to, again, Josh Allen is the next Elway. The movie They Live is representative of the current media. He who controls the money supply, controls the information, controls the narrative. I like where you're going with that, buddy. And that is the truth. First of all, Wes Craven, who made that movie, was Wes Craven, correct?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was Wes Craven that made that movie. Kind of a conservative type guy that people don't really understand about him. More religious than people understand too. There's a reason why the Virgin always lived in his movies. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wanted to talk about that. Anyhow, if you guys haven't seen They Live, I forget who I was talking about it. They Live to my old lady today because we were watching this old wrestling. Remember when Macho Man Randy Savage got bit by Jake the Snake? I was showing my old lady that she ain't never seen it. And I was like, sitting next to so-and-so, that's Roddy Piper. And she's like, who's that? And I'm like, that's the guy who was in the movie They Live. She's like, what's that? I'm like, oh my God, I failed my old lady. She doesn't know They Live. I mean, it has the best fight scene, one of the funniest fight scenes of all time. Hilarious that South Park actually recreated that fight scene with the cripple fight, where it's literally a fight scene that lasts like a full 14 minutes, or actually no, it lasts like 21 minutes in the movie or some shit like that. It's crazy. A one-on-one fight in an alleyway for like 20 minutes of the movie. It was great. But the movie's really good. It's kind of like an interpretation of 1984. It's a futuristic movie and stuff like that. And I know it's hard to, if you ain't seen it, you gotta do it. Oh, John Carpenter. That's right. Thank you, Kevin. It was John Carpenter.
Who grew up in Kentucky, so he probably still fits the personality you described.
Yeah. John Carpenter That's the guy, not Wes Craven. Wes Craven is a little different. But yeah, John Carpenter, good dude. But yeah, good movie. It is a representation of the media. But look, when you find out that the biggest share of each one of these big time medias is owned by like the same company or the same three companies, I mean, it is what it is. It's, you know, everything is corporatized. It's one thing or the other. It's either you're socialized or corporatized. The only thing that we can say as far as our experiences differing as Americans to other people's experiences in other nations that operate in different ways, communism or socialism or whatever they have, we defer on if there's a big bad wolf, there's an equal big bad wolf looking to take that big bad wolf down. You know what I'm saying? So having these big corporations go against each other, yeah, we always get the shit end of the deal, but at least it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So Cat for Life. One of the things that I did before, okay, so every Sunday, y'all have heard me tell you this, I'd get the newspaper and I'd go through the sports section and have like little blocks with the helmets for each team that are playing each other. And I'd go through and make my picks, right? Read up on all about the Dolphins, what's going on in the game. It was a ritual every Sunday morning. But before that, on Friday nights at 8:00, right after Jeopardy, there was nothing I was doing in the world but watching V, man. I freaking love that show, bro.
So
The Final Battle was the movie that followed up. Man, oh God, that show was great.
I myself don't really watch TV, never really watched the news like my whole life, because at a young age, I knew everything on there was lying to me and trying to get a reaction or trying to fucking mind control me. Just call me paranoid. Maybe it's just how me and my families be, but I don't like all that shit, dog. I don't like things trying to make things happen with my brains. Fuck you. I don't like it. I don't. And honestly, that's kind of what I see is going on in the sport. I know we're on a weird topic here. It's not where we planned on going with this. But I see this shit invading the NFL. It has been for quite some time. This propaganda war, this whole evolution, and there's no way to stop it, to be honest with you. So Cap is really mind controlling us. That's right. I'm controlling all y'all's minds. You welcome.
Yeah, that was Mark Singer and California and Michael Ironside, the guy that played in Top Gun.
Again, like I've gone back and watched a lot of these older shows and shit like that, just here and there. But I don't know. I just don't trust.
Robert Englund played one of the aliens, one of the good aliens. The guy that played Freddy Krueger.
Oh, in V?
Yeah. He was the good alien. He was the one that was on our side. He thought they were coming in peace, but they were really here to eat us all.
I've never seen it, dog. Sounds cool.
It was a great show, man. The reboot, I didn't really watch the reboot, but the original back in the 80s, man, that was good stuff. Good enough to have a follow-up movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I like sci-fi as much as the next motherfucker. But I don't know. Like
California, that's the one Cap was talking about earlier. They Live with Roddy Piper.
I love that movie.
Roddy Piper.
This is for you, Color.
To some extent. But I think every once in a while, one of them beats the mystical czars of the world and gets slips by them.
I would say this to that question there. I would say that there's been plenty that had good intention to get shit done. Once they got there, they realized how powerless they really were over however long. And listen, you know, what you don't know don't hurt you. And also, when you don't have all the facts for whatever reason, how do I know it's not in the best interest? You know what I'm saying? In certain instances, like, say humans have been in contact with aliens for years or whatever. A person is logical. You can sit down, you can talk to them, you can come to understanding, even like 10, 15, 20 people. But you let the whole world know, you'll see hysteria, and that's just dangerous.
Yeah, what's the old saying? A person is smart, people are dumb.
Yeah, exactly. People are dumb. And so if you were to, for lack of a better term, say the Easter Bunny's not real, you really fuck some people up and they start acting a certain way. And hysteria is contagious. Look no further than the hysteria we've had in this country the last couple of years. But, I don't fucking know, bro. I think people suck. So I don't trust them.
I think there's just enough people out there that know what's going on and only have power because they can control people that don't know what's going on that do have power.
California says how the pyramids still can't be explained and how they were built, to be precise. I've got the answer. So I don't know why anyone's not listening to me, but I'll tell you guys right now, and everyone in chat, hit the like button because I'm going to give you the answer of how the pyramids were made. And anyone who says differently than this is wrong because no one's had a good fucking answer up to this point other than me. So you're welcome. I'm going to give it to you. You ready? I'll tell you what they didn't do. They didn't make 22,000 fucking pound, or 22,000 ton rocks and have a bunch of people fucking drag them. That's not what happened. All right. They talk about it all the time. No, they got elephants. So they brought every fucking animal from around the world and got all the people they could, and we're going to drag a rock. First of all, how'd they get that rock, Color? How'd they get that giant rock?
From the quarry down the river.
So they cut the rock, right?
And then they floated them up the river.
Now there is that theory. I kind of like that theory. But again, you've taken something super heavy and put it in water and it's easy to carry. You ever try to get that super heavy thing out of the water? It's almost like it got fucking heavier, especially because rock is porous. It will soak it in. So it's going to retain some of that water, floating it the fuck around. Now you're going to drag it up and out of the water. Now, I get it. They do have the tides.
Maybe the river used to be where the pyramids are at, and they just built the pyramids right in the water and drained the freaking river and moved the river over.
So Carla has a good thing, the levitation thing. Now, you do know about the guy who built Coral Castle in South Florida, right? You've heard this story, the Coral Castle guy?
Oh, yeah, I know where the Coral Castle is.
So
yeah, I know where that's at.
There is something to be said with magnets and them finding the opposite magnetization of it or charging it and having it levitate and float away. I don't think that's what they did. I think it's a little bit easier than that, personally.
See, none of all that stuff is necessary.
I'm going to give you the answer, Color. You ready how they built the pyramids? First of all, there's a type of like sand in the pyramids that isn't regionally from around there. So there's a type of sand that they have that's in those rocks that's not found in that region. It's found somewhere else. So they had to import that sand. To me, it makes sense that they were the first inventors of a type of concrete. They mixed it up either right there on site or mixed it up and brought it up in pieces bit by bit by bit. and you mold it kind of like just clay. And as it's drying, you can precisely shave it very simply with you could just make any type of freaking right angle tool and carve it. Think of like doing pottery or something like that. You got that clay like that, and you just freaking do it. And then the sun and the heat. Why has no one ever said this before? It seems simple and obvious. Simple
So
as
you know the
actions
old
only make.
saying about what one man is capable of, right?
Yeah.
What do you think an entire civilization is capable of if they're all devoted to the same task?
Well, here's the thing, Color. We're talking about how dumb people are earlier.
See, the mistake people make is that they think it had to take a year to build these pyramids. No, you had an entire civilization of people that woke up in the morning with the sole purpose of helping to build these pyramids.
That was the 9 to 5
for like
for you,
30,
your
40
grandfather,
years.
your fucking children, and your children's
For like
children.
30, 40 years. Right? I'm just saying, like Amicus asked the question, how do you know that so-and-so didn't help build it? Because it wasn't necessary.
Again, that's still, even if you're going to do 30 years, how the hell do you get the blocks up there so high for forever?
Slowly but surely.
I mean, okay, yeah, slowly but surely, but I'm just saying, don't call me Shirley.
They also had ways to build primitive cranes, which we've been able to demonstrate.
I'm telling you guys.
There's the
They're
ramp.
gonna find out.
The fall away scaffolding
answer.
ramp idea, you know.
I've given the answers. What's up, Tyler? Salute, bud. I've given the answer. And the answer is they made a mortar out of whatever it is.
Well, that's what they coated it in.
No, that's what they made it out of. They made it out of it. It's concrete. It's their type of concrete. And they've made it, and while it's drying and still pliable, it's easy to form. It looked like a bunch of handprints of just a bunch of people sticking it on there. Then they came back and shaved it nice and clean while it's drying. And once it hardened up and set up and all the moisture escaped it, it was hard as a fucking rock again.
Imagine if the only job you could do in New York City was to work on skyscrapers. New law passes tomorrow. The only job anybody's allowed to do is build skyscrapers. How long do you think it would take to build one of those skyscrapers?
Me? I don't know.
Well, with today's power tools and all that, probably like a week, dude.
At a certain point, I'm going to get high up on there and I'm going to go, you know what? I ain't doing this job no more. Fuck you guys.
You would build it so fast. You would build it so fast that you would have to stand around and wait for some of the caulk to cure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, certain adhesives wouldn't be cured yet. You'd be building that shit so fast. You know what I mean? Now, take away the modern technology, power tools and all that.
If you had the Amish,
you're still going to get one built in about 30 years. Like hand cranked drills and.
Yeah, but the metal, making the metal is the hard part.
Twine to cut the rocks. You know what I mean?
It's the metal that gets difficult.
Yeah. Well,
molding and
think
making
of the pyramid
molds.
like a stone version of a skyscraper. If you wanted to build a skyscraper out of stone, that's the shape you would have to use.
I mean, if you look at the Mayan temples, right? Not too dissimilar than the Egyptian ones.
At least in the internal structure, they just didn't coat them to make them triangular shape like the Egyptians did.
Well, there's
because the staircase look, that's just the inner rock. Like that shit was coated in flush granite and shit. You know what I mean?
They've got like, breezeways that are a perfect square. Like it's a right angle to the freaking gazillionth. They're like, man, it's like it's laser cut. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, you just got a fucking right edge and the bitch is wet. You just fucking, while it's still wet, you clean it.
Well, that's where Pythagorean stole that shit from. He's like, oh, the Egyptians, man, they ain't going to get credit for that shit.
Nope.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I am Pythagorean. I shall be known the rest of time as the guy that stole that idea from the Egyptians.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, when you break up a whole thing of people, all their technology gets
And
stolen.
by the way,
And
now
the
that I've
Greeks were
taken
good
a
at that.
time machine and come into your time, I will correct you in the pronunciation of my name. It is Pythagorean.
Boo. Color. All right, maybe we should get back to the Dolphins.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak.
Oh, yeah. Guys, past the 1 hour mark. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, you get a little bit of Dolphins, get a little bit of politics, get a little bit of history. You're welcome. Fucking not bad for a Sunday night. Make sure you guys are coming over to YouTube and subscribing here on the network. Checking out all the great content. Myself with the Fins Tailgate, El Capitan. You got Color doing the co-hosting, Coffee and a Cup of Color, Afternoon Color, Late Night Color, coloring all over with different color crayons. You got Ali. You got Ali with the broken takes coming at you. Make sure to keep you guys getting the recorded premieres and stuff like that of broken takes. DTA is still on furlough. We'll see him when he gets back. You got Lou, aka the Rabbit Dolphin, doing some good stuff as well. And then Shake Money in the afternoons, Saturday nights, all over the place. Shake just on fire. Cash App, Venmo, the Fins Tailgate. Great ways to support the show. Also, through the link in the description for Fanatics. Hit the link, buy your shit. Let Fanatics know that we sent you. And keep your eyes out for the Dubby Doobie Mix energy drink. Shake Money had purchased some. He's got a boxing video, a commercial coming out. You'll all be able to see how good it is. And then also, Fanatics. Or excuse me, not Fanatics. Backroom Collections. You guys use offer code TFTG. You'll get 10% off of all of your purchases. Another great way to support the channel is hitting the join button and becoming a member. We appreciate all our members, all our moderators. You guys help us keep the lights on. Also, Super Chat. Super Chat is fire. We love Super Chat. So, I see you reading intently over there, Color. What you got?
Just looking at some of the chat. They're all over the pyramid talk. You just struck a nerve, man.
With my
No, everybody is like has their like, yeah, you know, alien.
Well, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. I told you how it was done. Sorry.
Some people talking about moving ships all the way across the desert. And
Nah, I got you. They got all kinds of plans. You know, I get it. You can put logs and roll them, and you know, if you build things structurally, it kind of has perpetual motion. If the tide rises up because you trenched it all out, you're talking about craziness. How the fuck they get all the way up there with it? No, they carry it, went around in circles with it on top of fucking wood. No, telling you guys, they built it out of mud. It was concrete. They made them to size and cleaned them to specification.
you don't think they just used a big old trebuchet and threw rocks at it until they piled up the right way?
Yeah, like a backwards Jenga? No. No. They didn't. Listen, they come up with all these theories and ideas and things, and they do the math and all this bullshit. I'm just like, why is everybody fucking thinking about it so stupid? Like, wouldn't it make more sense? Like, you look at it, I don't know. Or maybe it was a fucking mountain there, and they carved that bitch out of that mountain.
Well, they might have got the rock for it from the Grand Canyon.
So,
The natives,
the limestone was far away.
even
And
if
that's
you know,
the limestone
once you get the conveyor belt going 300 miles, I mean, whatever, you're still getting rock come in every day once the first 300 miles is traversed. It only took 300 miles for the first shipment of rock. The next shipment came the next day because it left the next day.
Bruh, it was aliens with their ships. Why? Why'd they build it? What do they care? Now I get it. There's all these.
They're big electrical conduits.
I get it, dude. There's all the stuff that aliens built them, and it's a conductor, and it charges, and all that shit. And there's technology, and blah 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 blah.
Do
blah.
people realize how long it takes metal to deteriorate, especially in the desert?
What? It wasn't a desert back then, though, Color. It's a
Well,
desert
what I
now.
mean is, for anything to have conducted energy from the pyramids, there would have had to have been some kind of metal substructure or exoskeleton or something.
Maybe not. I don't know. Like, there's ways to conduct electricity with water. There's ways to conduct electricity with,
Sandstone.
I don't
and
know.
limestone.
Maybe I don't fucking know, Color. I don't know. But again, I'm not worried about the connectivity. I'm not worried about.
Ruben says gold.
Okay, all right. I like that. Gold is a conductive metal. I like a little bit of that.
Touche.
Touche.
I mean, if they were Captain Gold, I guess, yeah.
No, I don't know if Egyptians had the first cats, but they certainly loved the shit out of cats.
I think the Egyptians are the first ones to domesticate the cat.
Makes sense. But a lot of people had domesticated cats because cats living around your property area.
The legend, I think,
the rats away.
Is it Isis that's represented by the cat?
Yes.
Egypt? Yes. The domesticated cat is the counterpart of Isis, and it was a gift to man from that god.
Yeah, see, once you start muddying the waters with the gods.
Well, that's the Egyptian story. Is that?
No, I know. I
the
got
domesticated cat is a gift from Isis to man. It's our the way we can touch the animal world. You know what I mean? Without getting our faces slashed off by a tiger.
Maybe. Again,
it's our interface to the wild.
I don't necessarily have an answer on what the fuck the pyramids were for, or what they could have been used out of, or why. I'm just telling you that if people built that shit themselves, they certainly didn't fucking drag 15,000 fucking ton fucking stones by hand, motherfuckers. It's
no, but
what would be
really funny is
so
if you
stupid.
went back in time and they had like 150 cats all harnessed up pulling the stone through the desert.
Yeah, fuck all that. We're gonna get 1,500,000 cats, and we're gonna have them drag this 42,000 ton stone to the top, and we're just gonna get behind them with a bunch of whips. We're gonna whip them. No, it's ridiculous to think that they were gonna I don't give a fuck how many freaking pulleys and dinosaurs you got pulling that shit. Don't make no sense.
Yeah, well, there is one guy that could have done it.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Truth be told, Color.
Pretty sure he could do it.
Carla, cats do have great traction, but are cats just motivated? Really? Can anyone force a cat to do anything? No, you can't. 15,000 CP. Cat power. 1,500 CP. Yeah, dude. Purrs like a kitten. Maybe that's where they got that from. Again, you can have a bunch of elephants dragging it, bunch of horses, bunch of people. You can force animals, mammals, and humans to do something like that. But, like, Imagine the rock that comes downhill because they fucking gave up halfway or 3/4 of the way, and it just comes back. Now, what? It decimates the whole fucking half of the city sliding down off that motherfucker. Up shit. We're gonna continue this pyramid, but we're gonna take a 5-year off vacation because 3/4 of the city got fucked up. It's the evening news. Welcome from the Egyptian Evening News. We had a real big problem here today. The fucking 44,000-ton rock fell off the edge and fucking killed 2/4 of the fucking half the population. I mean, it just, I don't know. I get it. They got checkpoints. They could do this, whatever. To me, it makes all the more sense to drag up bit by bit or have a platform and mix up a bunch of concrete and fucking mold the shit right then and there.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you...
Get her done.
Can we dig up Abe Lincoln? No. Sacrilege, dog.
I can figure out pretty much how the Egyptians got it done.
How'd they do it, Color?
More wine, more women, more table. Yeah!
Funny enough, no one built shit even close to that cool for like thousands of years after. Like now we got skyscrapers. They're pretty cool. But like, okay.
Yeah, guess where they got the stone from for the shit they built in the next generation? Actually, not in Egypt. That's a good thing the sand covered it up. But in Rome, however, yeah, they cannibalized all of their buildings, man. They just built new shit. Oh, I need that brick over there from that temple to Jupiter that we, since we don't worship him anymore, let's build this cathedral.
Yeah. Again, some of those fucking European cathedrals are dope. But like, how was all that shit built?
I just showed you how it was built.
More wine, more women, more table. Yeah!
I mean, he's sitting in one right now.
Truth be told, I mean,
mainly the women. You gotta have more women.
Yeah. I mean, if we're ever gonna get this bitch done, we're gonna need more people.
Yeah,
and it's gonna take that. I'm doing my part. That's all I know. I'm just doing my part. Yeah. So, the Temple of the Dolphins. Pivot. I don't know, Color.
God, imagine if we had to build, if we were in ancient times and Steve Ross was building our stadium. Geez, we'd probably still be waiting for it to get done. Like, I don't know. Pretty sure that Pythagoras guy knows what he's talking about, Mr. Ross. No.
You got to delegate authority when you're a guy at the top like that. You go, all right, where's my engineers? Where is my developers? Where is my... You got a whole team of people when you get up that high. You know? It's just no point. Can't build nothing.
Tank for Tacitus. It's like, no, bro. Just build it the right way.
Just make it happen, Captain. Don't tell me how the cake is made. I'm just hungry.
Would we be talking about the Super Bowl right now if we had a better team?
Yeah. Certainly wouldn't be on Pyramid Talk. Then again, it's May. So
yeah. All right. We're cooking tonight.
Oh shit.
Hey, thanks to
if Haley-
73 of you watching on this Sunday evening at 10 to midnight. We really appreciate it because we're just out of gas right now.
yeah, dog. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like and sounds like.
We went clean into July before we got to this point last year, man.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We were. Well, there was a lot to push back on last year. Seems like everybody's chilled the fuck out a little bit. There's a couple of holdovers that like to talk like they're super fucking smart, but
yeah, this is where your personality really has to shine in this business, you know.
Ruben says he just bet his friends that the Dolphins win the division 500. Hey man, putting your money where your mouth is. I feels it.
Well, they might win the diversion. That might be true.
Yeah, the Divergent series. No, I know what he meant. He meant division. So I would say this. That bet's going to be good all the way to the last week. Like, you will not have to pay that bet until the season ends. Or you'll be paying over that bet in the third quarter. Tua goes down with an injury. He's going to be gone 4 to 5 weeks. Probably going to have to pay that bet. So,
and you probably won't have to fix autocorrect at that point either.
yeah, you won't.
Because they're going to need a diversion.
Damn, Tony B says, Ruben, maybe you could start to Venmo him payments to make it easier. Damn. No, Tony, stop it. Listen, I like the bet. Is your friend a Bills, Patriots, or Jets fan? Or is he a Dallas fan? Dallas fans always want to bet. They always want to bet money as if Dallas is like waiting in the wings. Like we're gonna turn around one day and we're like, oh my God, Dallas is in the Super Bowl. It's just not gonna happen. He's a Giants fan. See, kind of that way.
Yeah, Dallas fans are much further along in their training than Dolphins fans.
Yeah, they are. That is a fact, Color. The propaganda is at its fullest over in that bitch. They turned, I mean, listen, I don't know. Dolphins fans turned on Jimmy Johnson too. So it's just so weird to me how people can be, bro. It's like you take information from the ones that are benefiting from you using the information that they're giving you, and you then apply it to like your Bible, and then you repurpose it as if it's a fact. And I always question where the information comes from. You know what I'm saying? Who's benefiting from this information, whether it's positive or negative information? Who's benefiting from it?
And when you start sourcing it and you follow all the sources and it ends back to the person that first told you the shit, that's called idea laundering.
Yes. Yes, dude. And to me,
and they do it all day long. They've been doing it for years, man.
I know, bro. And people, I think people are dumber. Like, how do they not see that they're getting played like this?
Well, that's what John Elway was talking about. I mean, you know, John Elway's or Josh Allen's the next Elway. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see how people don't understand.
Complete idea laundering.
It doesn't, I don't get it. Like, don't you see?
It works on the appeal to authority fallacy. So like,
well, it's hard. It's hard because I can't play that game because I question too much shit. I think and I look at everything in a conspiratory purview, that because I think outside this box and I'm not able to play the fucking bullshit game, people are like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like I'm sitting here thinking in a broad sense while I'm talking to a closed mind moron, trying to explain to them how to broaden their perception, and they're just laughing. It's like I'm dealing with a mentally handicapped person a lot of the times when you have these conversations. What up, Lou? Time to put up or shut up. I know. And that's the thing. Like, the only thing you can defeat someone's misguided ideology that they've been indoctrinated to from some stupid fucking propaganda source is cold, hard evidence to the contrary. And that takes absolute failure. And I don't want to end up there. I don't want to be there. I've seen it happen.
So you're saying we have a chance?
I guess, dude. I don't know. I guess. What up, Jamaican Fins fan from Zion? Ugh. I don't know. I think when people have a sport dispute, they should have to fight. Just like I said earlier. Let's throw hands about it, dog. No, just kidding.
Rock 'em, sock 'em.
I get that.
That's all you can do is uppercuts. Yeah, Lewis, hit the like button.
Yeah, everybody.
Lewis.
Get those likes up. We need them. Yeah, I just wonder, you know, I don't want to listen. There's been an influx of young fans ever since Tua's been drafted, you know, and that's a good thing. It really is.
Is it?
It is because, you know, if you watch your fan base become aged out in some way, it's not good. So you gotta have young people to continue on the good stuff. Problem is, I don't want to say all young people, but plenty of young people are, damn, slap Pete. Timothy. I don't know. They're just the saying, don't believe everything you see on TV needs to be, don't believe everything you see on a screen, you know? And so,
Yeah. Maybe we ought to get a dunk tank for the tailgate next year. Put Pete in it.
it's actually not a bad idea. Donation dunk tank for Pete.
Yep.
It's not a bad idea.
10 throws for $30.
Something like that. Yeah, $3 a throw. I like that.
Dunk him as many times as you can.
Well, you can get 3 throws for $10.
Or 30 throws for $100. You stand there all day just chucking footballs at the dunk tank.
Fucking Pete might drown.
I know, right?
Reggie
Look,
Brown
Reggie's
says
already
I paid
down for
it. Yeah, I see that too. He's like, give me that fucking dunk tank right now, damn it. God damn. I'm sure I could set that up. Why not?
Fucking Mark, man. God. Definitely a Packers fan. Only a Packers fan would say something like that.
God damn. Yeah.
Surprised his name ain't Mark Bosley. I can even picture it in Tom Bosley's voice. Hey, Carla. If I wanted to hear from you, I'd tell you what to write. Now get in the kitchen.
I thought he was going to say something because I started reading it and, you know, I thought it was going to be, if I wanted any lip from you, I'd shake my zipper. That's kind of what it sounded like.
Oh, man.
But he didn't say that. So, you know, that's at least.
Tell Fonzie to work on my motorcycle.
Oh, look, DTA has put the Bills case on Twitter for us. He wanted to tag me in it. Look, here it is. There it is. There it is.
I love how there's four windows in the box.
yeah. They're getting ready. One of these days. We'll see.
Wow.
Michael K also tagging me in something on Twitter. I guess I'll share it too. It says, what a cool experience. Got to travel along the Miami Dolphins team bus on their way to practice this morning. Something tells me Michael K's had that in his phone in like a separate little file forever. Like he's just hanging on to it. There's tons of the haters out there.
He probably followed that truck along its pickup, so he waited till it picked up every one of those porta-johns, followed it all day long along his route.
We know totally that it was in his neck of the woods. He got that picture because it's a shithole around in Buffalo. Let's be real. Okay, it's a shithole. Look, I was back in the role for sure. Yeah, I know, motherfucker. Yeah. So yeah, you mentioned it a little bit earlier, Color. There has been some roster moves. The Dolphins let go of tackle Jarrett Horst. Fucking terrible name. O-lineman Alex Jensen, and then O-lineman DJ Scafidi.
I didn't even know we had these guys on our roster.
Nah, these are all just fucking bodies. That's all they are. They're dudes. They're bodies. They're guys. You know, they did start rookie mini camp, which is nice. Getting the guy. Not a lot of like video coming out from the Dolphins this year. Playing a little closer to the vest. What's going on here? You know, they're usually pretty good about on YouTube, on everything, just getting all this stuff out, like extra content and going crazy. You know, I'm having to go and take what little bit I can scour and put it together to put the you know what though? Good for them, because they've created enough fans like ourselves to carry the torch for them. And they just put a little bit here or there and we take care of the rest. So they've kind of saved themselves quite the overhead cost by having us do a lot of shit. And, you know, I'll be sending you a bill, Miami Dolphins, motherfuckers. So, but I've got, let's see. Here's some little bit of what they've released as far as rookie minicamp highlight stuff. You guys can check out these shorts on the channel. I have them up and all that good stuff. But here, check it out.
Smithfield, man, ready to rock out. Mini camp. Know how we do it. Fans up.
And that's it. And that's it. That's all I've ever given. Well, I got some other stuff. Hold on. Where's it at? Hold on. Let me go back. Here it is. Here's an interview that they had with Elijah Higgins. A little bit of talking about.
Obviously, he's there with the 49ers. And then I'm going to watch the guys here, see in the system that we run, seeing how they do it, emulating that.
And have you had to juggle Stanford exams or work while doing this the last 2 weeks?
No, I'm off from school right now. I'm off duty.
Let me ask you, with this transition, when did it first get brought up to you as a possibility for your NFL career?
My senior year of high school.
Really? So everybody wanted to convert you to tight end?
It was a talk for sure. A lot of teams were, I guess, recruiting me as a receiver. But obviously it became more real these past few months.
So what were the talks like at Stanford regarding that?
I mean, I ended up playing a big slot role, so essentially very similar to, a flexed out F tight end, minus all the blocking assignments. So that'll carry over for sure. But obviously gonna have to learn how to block in the interior. We've been watching a lot of Kittle tape. Obviously, he was there with the 49ers. And then I'm going to.
So, I mean, they really. Here's the thing, Color. We're still building the same offense. Omar Kelly used to say this all the time, that we're building this offense. Chris Greer took over years ago, all the way back when he was sharing it with Mike Tannenbaum and who else was he sharing it with? Remember, there was 3 of them. It was Mike Tannenbaum, Chris Greer, and it was the 3-headed monster. Everything was going to get done. This guy was going to handle this. This one was going to handle that. Yada, yada, yada. But they've been trying to build this West Coast offense, this type of offense with this type of defense as well. That hopefully we've gotten right with the right coaches. Looks like Mike McDaniel can operate this offense the way they have it envisioned in their head. And then also Fangio coming in here, putting the final finish touches to what Flores had started. You know, they have the foundation, but he's going to, finish it off with the perfection of it. My point is, this West Coast style offense, like, is that F tight end that he's talking about, this big slot tight end that isn't really a blocking tight end? Where is this in this game? Like, Gesicki was probably the best one you can get out of that, and he still didn't work. They're going to need that guy to block.
Or at least run better routes.
Truth.
Which at least we know we can get that out of a wide receiver.
Truth. So is it going to be Eric Ikuzama, Elijah Higgins, and Tanner Connor all fighting for that big slot / tight end role? Is that what we're looking at now?
I don't know. This dude looks pretty intelligent, man. I got a good first impression from him. He don't look like a deer stuck in the headlights.
And he is from Stanford, so. Oh, yeah, and V21 makes a great point, too. And Chosen Anderson as well. I think Chosen Anderson is going to be the outside threat more often than the slot. I know he has played plenty in the slot, but I think they're going to just have him run like a deer down the side, try to pull the safety over so you're dealing with one less safety. And so you can hit all these other guys underneath.
And he'll be great in the end zone in a spread.
Again, that's not really Tua's game. He's a timing route, spot thrower type of guy. He's not really looking for
like
jump
a fade
ball.
route.
I guess. Yeah, fade route, sure, but I don't know. Tua's even, I don't know if it's not really his strong suit, honestly, dropping the ball over.
He throws some nice fades, man.
He has, but I would say he's better at fucking drilling one in there.
You got Preston that dropped one flat out in his hands. You got,
That's true.
I mean, Gesicki drops them all the time. We'll see how Chosen does in that role.
Hold on just a sec, Color. I'll be right back. Hold on.
No, you're not allowed to hold on. Oh, it's just me, ladies and gentlemen. You get the driest comedy in the Dolphins community at midnight, Monday morning in South Florida. It is currently really warm here. If you haven't done so already, hit the damn like button. It's not hard to do. It really helps the channel. Other ways you can help the channel are by sharing it. Sharing it is not hard to do. There are a zillion people right now arguing over politics when they could be coming and listening to Dolphins content at the Fins tailgate. Make sure they know about it. And of course, become a member while you're at it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and all that great stuff. And maybe if you're lucky, Shake Money might do a preview of a product that we
we've got that. We're gonna be dropping that here soon. I think HB wants to toy around with it.
I uploaded the basic just up so you could see it if you wanted to. It's like 4 minutes long. I put it on the main.
I see it. Yeah,
meme list.
Yeah, I see. You want to play it?
It's up to you, man.
All right, let's watch Shake, everybody.
What is up, everybody? How are you doing today? My name is Shake Money, and today I am doing the unboxing of, or unpackaging, if you will, of W Energy drink. I received this yesterday. Once you order it, it'll come in a package just like this. So, actually, open it. And here we go. W Energy drink gives you focus without jitters, crash. It has no sugars, no fillers, artificial dyes, instructions. Mix with in 8 to 16 ounces of water. Stir, shake as necessary. So here we go. This is the instructions. I got the Calio cream, which I'm hoping it's like a creamsicle. I love creamsicles. Here are the ingredients. It contains vitamin C, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12. So it contains 30 servings, and it has 1 scoop for 30 ounces. So here you go. There you go. I'm gonna there you go. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, here's to your health, brother. Wow. It tastes good, man. Actually, shit. Tastes like a creamsicle. Wow. It really does. Actually, I was nervous to do this on air, but it's delicious, bro. It tastes just like a freaking orange creamsicle. So my initial reaction is, damn, it tastes awesome. So Whether you want to workout, gaming, W energy drink. This one is the Calio cream. So they have many different flavors. I like that one. So you heard it here first. Well, not first, but you heard it here from the Fins on behalf of the Fins Tailgate. Shake money.
Not bad.
Get the dub with dub.
Dub. I'm finna order some color. First of all, I go to the gym, so I need me some pre-workouts. So I'm gonna have to get me some now. Listen, I saw I think it was
should have been like shake your doobie. Shake your doobie.
I think Jimmy asked if you could smoke it. I don't recommend that, Jimmy. And no, guys, this was pre-recorded earlier during the day. Shake is not a novice. He understands drinking pre-workout at midnight is bad.
And from what I understand, you get none of the come down crash.
Yeah, no crashes, no jitters, none of that nonsense. So thanks for Shake for giving the testy. Being the guinea pig. So now everyone knows.
And that was an initial first reaction. He had not tried it before recording that. So you saw
you saw he cracked it right open. You saw him pop
reaction.
the seal and everything and gave it a good old deal. He was nervous.
It could have tasted like trash, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Yes, it was pre-recorded, Cap. Don't worry. Everybody's like, oh shit, Shake, don't do that. Fucking midnight, bro.
See what we got to do around here?
Yeah. Got to drink fucking energy drinks at midnight for you guys. Make sure you're hitting the like button and donating, for crying out loud. Goodness gracious. Shake's over there in cardiac arrest right now. Fuck. Shake's going to be going live till 4 a.m. Yeah, that ain't no bullshit. I got to get up for work tomorrow. But they built the pyramids like this.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to work tomorrow, but that's all right. Got me some more doobie. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you how good that creamsicle doobie tasted. I was sitting here thinking, you know who might want to know? Everybody in the world right now.
I was sitting here thinking, he said.
You know what? I was sitting here thinking, you know what? I should just fire up a live stream.
Yeah. It's time to fire up a live stream. Shake, love you, buddy. Man, that was funny. But no, Shake did a great job unboxing and trying out the product, and now everyone knows that it's safe. So that's a real team
and
member.
Doobie's
right there.
happy with us, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Doobie.
Yeah, Dubby.
Still don't know if it's Doobie or Dubby, but
I mean, I'm gonna go with the grammatical. Two B's makes the U a short, so it would be Dubby.
Yeah.
And it works really good with the promo. Get the dub.
Yeah.
Dub.
Truth.
Seems like that might have been their intention. Do we have a rep we can call and like ask him? Because
I mean, we got a producer for that stuff. I think he likes us getting things wrong. So
the guys over at W are like, man, the bastards won't say it right.
Sorry. Suck at life.
Hey, you know, you guys are following right along with us in this journey, you know?
Yeah, dude. You're welcome.
So, when we're negotiating with anybody, it's like y'all are in the room with us.
Yeah. And, you know, if we're bringing something to the table, we might have an open discussion about it, or maybe something to the members. Say, hey, listen, is this the type of business that you guys think we should get into around these parts?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. That's
I'm
out of
pronounce
Buffalo,
your
New York.
product the way my fans want me to pronounce your product. How about that?
But I'll do. I mean, listen, I'm a cheap date. You throw me some couple of C notes, I'll say whatever the fuck you want. To some degree. to some
True.
degree.
True.
Well, I mean, I don't know, Color. We've hit the 2-hour mark. It's probably time to start winding this down. I appreciate everybody coming here and talking pyramids and football and fucking energy drinks with us. I don't know.
Next up,
I could go.
Vercingetorix and the fall of the Celtic Empire.
Damn, not that. Well, looks like we'll be talking for another 30 minutes.
Oh, fuck. I could literally talk about anything.
Yeah, I know you could. We talk about plenty. Oh, man, Color. You know, it's been quiet out there in the Dolphins sphere. Less fighting. I kind of miss the good old days when the fucking fan base was going at each other's throats.
We got to drum up one of those good old fashioned Tua hate panels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them's the good old days.
Maybe it's time for a beef somewhere, you know? We'll throw a rock and hide my hands or something.
You know, I feel like we've been on a long journey, bro, from about 3 weeks ago. You know,
appreciate you, Steve. We tried our best.
Back when Tua still sucked, and
I don't know, Lou. I think it's time for a good old fashioned forest fire while I'm holding a gas can, asking why'd y'all do that.
Yeah, back before Lewis drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Lewis is only spiking the Kool-Aid.
Then he ran around and bit everybody on the neck and spread it to everybody else.
Ew. Gross.
I hope so, Duke. I mean,
he looks like a guy that's just a fucking smasher. And I like me a good old smasher. You know, give me a linebacker that, yeah, if he's got to turn his hips and fucking chase people downfield in routes, you're probably not going to do all right. But if he's going to come downhill on anyone, especially wide receivers, you're going to make them pay. Where's the jacket? Jacket's right there. I don't wear it all the time. It's a special thing. Actually, I've been going around trying to find a new jacket. You know, I still want something purple, but it's hard to find like a real nice purple sunsing. You know, it's hard. So I need to find where all the old pimps are at.
You should get a zoot suit, man.
That's what I've been looking for, something like that, but they're just not around, Color.
Fedora to go with it, you know.
I don't know about the fedora, even though I look good as fuck in a fedora. But I don't know. I've been looking. It's hard to find good purple. You're right, Joe. It's hard.
Yeah. It is. It's hard to find good purple. Unless you're at Hard Rock in week 6.
No. Damn. Yeah, I need Prince's purple, Jimmy. That's what I'm looking for. I need that shit. So yeah, guys, rookie minicamp is going on. Hopefully we'll get some player interviews here soon to dissect. There's articles and stuff like that, but I mean, it's all just a little, they're being a little bit closed this time.
Very
for whatever
discreet.
reason. Yeah, very discreet, which
coming in discreet packets.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It might be good. It might be good that they're being a little hush in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's probably for the best. Keep them guessing. And you know what? When you look at the Dolphins and try to take in measurement of what you saw out of us last year, you know, it's a lot of Waddle, a lot of Tyreek Hill, stuff like that. I feel like in the second year in this offense dynamically, we can really keep a lot of defenses guessing on offense. And as far as defense goes, I expect it to look wholesale changes and difference, completely new in how the execution takes place. A lot of the same guys are still going to be out there, but there's a lot of new guys. And most importantly, Ramsey. And what our new defensive coordinator is going to do to have this fine-tuned athletic machine. Shout out to the water boy. I want to see this team show up, show out, and week in and week out look differently. I want that. I want, we all know that the Patriots drag you into a fucking their type of game. You know what I'm saying? They, for whatever reason, you're in this type of possession game when you play the Patriots. I want to see us be the type of team that we dictate the pace of whatever game we're trying to play right now, where you're expecting us to throw to Hill and Waddle and Berrios and Anderson and all these other weapons. But no, we come out and we're running it down your throat. And we're bleeding you offensively. Then you're having to throw on us to try to catch up because we're just owning the time of possession, and you're playing right into our defensive hand, taking away your running game that you wanted to use. You know what I'm saying? As a whole team, I want to see us be the ones that do that. And then the next week looks completely different. We're just airing this bitch out. Tua's got 40 fucking, catches, out of 50 attempts. I don't give a shit. I want us to be a fluid team. So when you're behind the 8 ball, and I want to see this early and often. So when later in the season you meet, a team that's firing on all cylinders, that is a formidable opponent, and they're the one trying to put it on you, you're able to pivot and then redirect, and now you're dictating the pace of the game. So that's what I'm looking for. We got a lot of time before we can start seeing the Vision 2.0. You know what I'm saying, Color? So I hope everybody had a good time. Color, you got any final words?
I do not, man. I do not. Be drumming up some more stuff. I think I'm going to start getting into off-topic stuff. I don't know, man. Maybe parlay my channel into some color real life in Color's head kind of talk. But other than that, man, we'll just, we got to wait for training camp to start. That should be starting end of this month, or when's camp?
I don't know. Again, could I find it for you? Sure. We're going to be here when it goes down, guys.
I'll be going at least a day or two. I have to make it down there. And
I'm going to try to get down there for camp too this year. So,
hey, I mean, we'll follow along as the interest for talk comes up. There's 60 people still watching right now at 12:30 a.m. on a Sunday, and we literally have no new news to talk about. So,
I mean, we do. We had Wynn signing and stuff like that, but it's not like I can give you.
But what's to say about it? I mean, the guy is a depth piece at this point. Maybe he turns over a new leaf. Maybe he works better here and turns out to be better than we expect. I mean, that's all you can really say about the guy at this point. He was a former first-round pick. Belichick is soured on him for whatever reason, but,
I honestly remember when we were looking at in free agency, he was somebody I said we should look at.
Yeah, it's not a bad pickup. I mean,
no, not for the money.
The conveyor belt's going. He's just another piece in that conveyor belt,
Max is laying right here at my feet, JM. He's doing pretty good. Son of a bitch almost fell out of the car when we were moving. We were driving the other day. Like straight up. He's hanging out the window, and I look back, and all I see is his ass hanging in the car with his little legs. I'm like, oh, fuck. I had to reach back there and grab him and pull him back in the car. Damn near fucking blew my hammy out trying to do that. Fucking dog. I love the dog, but he's an idiot. He's not the, he had no conception that his life was about to end. None at all. But I put a flag up in my backyard and he's looking at it like it's the devil. He's scared as shit of it. Not afraid of falling out of the car, but deathly afraid of the fucking flag I put up in my backyard. I love the dog to death, but he is, I mean, I got him in Nowheresville, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is totally a doofus.
And that ain't too far from Nowheresville, Florida.
It's not, but at least in Nowheresville, Florida, you're closer to civilization than Nowheresville, Georgia.
True.
You're in Nowheresville, Georgia. The only thing you can find yourself is in Nowheresville, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know?
But we'll be still pumping out something.
Oh, yeah, no, guys.
Just about every day. You know, the people, look, it don't take long for people to start arguing on Twitter to have something to talk about on a show. So
we,
you know,
rarely is there 48 hours that passes and an episode isn't on. So we are always, and listen, when the season comes rolling around, fuck, you'll have 2-3 shows. And listen, we figure out ways to make your subscription to this channel worth it. We put content out that is something we know you guys want, whether it's shorts, recorded videos, lives.
And even if it's just keeping the aqua and orange in front of your eyes, you know, just to remind you that we're still here, remind you that the team's still waiting, you know, and we're still in the off season. I mean, it's football. We all go through this as fans in our own head. It's just glad I appreciate y'all because I have somebody to like share that boring ass time with. I mean, look, we can always chop it up about our favorite team. We can always, you know, that's just going to happen, you know. The talk might get a little more off topic, but whatever. I mean,
yeah. All right, guys. Well, till next time, fins up. Hit the like button on your way out. Join the membership. Check out in the description all the good stuff for all of our affiliates. And we'll see you guys next time. Fins up.